Hello everybody and welcome back to FTB Sky Odyssey, episode 10. Yeah, episode 10 already, look at that. How are you, Scott?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well myself. I mean, we're running like crazy. This speed. I don't like the field of view effect that is now permanent, but, you know, it's the speed. So yeah, I did upgrade our lovely beacon and put it on top of the base because that just looks cool. Our base now has a crown and put in all these modifiers. That's the highest tier beacon? Yeah, nanobot beacon you can do. Tier 6, nanobot bacon. The best bacon in the world.
Bacon.
And then all the miners have been upgraded too. So this is the resource miner. Tier 6, as you can see, there's stuff in there. Let's actually start exporting that, because why not? It means it's running for show more than anything else. There's nothing in there that we don't have yet. And as you can see, everything is EMC, that's why this box is always empty. I switched it off just to show you that it's still running. Then we have the ore miner over here, which we did last time. And if you look in here, yeah, we have all the things. I emptied that out twice already, the rest is in digital storage. Well, the rest of what is still there, because I needed those crystals to make all these structure frames and such. You know, quite a bit. Alright, and then we have the botanical version, tier 6, right over here. That is doing its thing, it's nearly full. I am emptying that out, so anything Botania stays in here because it doesn't have EMC. Anything else, straight EMC recycled. Yeah, it looks quite good. We're getting all kinds of leaves and whatnot. I've learned all of those. If you ever want those, just empty out that storage, switch off the item translocator and let it generate for a while, and then you can learn all the different things that it does for you. That's pretty much everything that's a plant, or was a plant, or pretends to be one. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, awesome. Made a new little patch of grass over here. Oh, look at that, we have our first sheep. Hello, sheep. You're not a pig, you're a sheep. The one with wool. Yes. Never gonna let me live that down.
Nope.
I also switched off the nether portal and made one of these lovely dislocators. I showed that last time, I believe. So it's now situated over here on a pedestal. It says nether. We have another pedestal here, which is probably going to be for the end portal, which we're going to take care of today. I already mocked up the structure here. So it's a 3x3 of end stone, and then one level up, it's a 5x5 hollow of obsidian around. That just so happens to be matching up with the nether portal. And then, counting from the middle block there, 5 blocks up, that's the 5th block up there, is another piece of end stone, and then an end rod, which is dirt cheap to make here right now. End rod is just what? It's a pop chorus fruit and a blaze rod. And that seems to glow then. To activate this though, we need this right here, the evil tier, which needs a gas tier, which does have EMC, but also needs a wither skeleton skull, of which we have a handful. Not many more. They don't have EMC, but it doesn't matter. We only need one. We only need to do this once, right? Ender pearl, no problem. But gas tier is a bit of a problem. We can't really get gas to spawn around here. So what we need to do is we want to craft one, for which we need this hellish matter, some sugar, which we have, some spider eye, which we have. Hellish matter, as you can see, there comes from deep mob learning, and we're going to get into that today. That's the first thing we're going to do. Once we've done all of that, we have an end portal. We're going to go there, we're going to set our dislocator, and then we can switch off the end portal and never use it again. Yes. So why do we want to go there? Well, we need a dragon egg for this thing, the final star. I think that is a quest. Yes.
And also to get dragon armor.
Yes, dragon armor. Very good. Very good. There you go. Hey. Ah! Ooh, ah! Run away. Fly away. Whatever. So we now have 16, the final power flower bonsai pots in here. And as you can see, we're generating about 775 tera EMC per second. That's a freakingly huge number. We already have enough, I believe, to make that final thing. Let's have a quick look. Final star. Where is it? Right here. It has 649p EMC. We have 1e. That's 1000p. That just doesn't sound right when you put it like that. So 8 of these is 640 something, and then one of these eggs, which is negligible. So yeah, we could do that right now. It's no problem. We just have the tiny snake of needing a dragon egg. So These all finished up outside here. That's why we started the episode here. Let's complete all the quests real quick. Fluid, you, done. What else? Oh yeah, 50,000 buckets of creosote oil. Again, why not? 51% full already, perfect. And the resource miner and the botanical miner. Lovely. So we have some money. 845,000 money. So one thing I wanted to do for a long time, I'm going to do it now. Where's my watch? Where's my watch of flowing time? Isn't that in here? I'm pretty sure that's in here somewhere. Well, it's right there. Why doesn't that show up when I search for it? I don't know. Is that under creative? No, that would be weird. I wouldn't mind, but that would be weird. Magic shop? No. Armory? No.
I do believe it's under creative.
It is?
I think so.
Did I just
I
miss
thought
that?
so. I could be
No,
wrong.
it's not. Egg shop? Probably not. Armory would be very weird. Bobbles? Oh, it's a bobble, right? Yeah, that thing is a bobble.
Yeah.
Still don't see it.
Unless he took it out.
Well, but then it shouldn't say that you can buy it in the shop. I don't see it. And there's no other way to make that. Or that is something you have to unlock first. That could be a thing. Let's see. I mean, there are all these different trophies that are locked that need stuff. It might be behind there. That would be weird, though.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
I remember you being able to buy it.
I saw it once. Anyway, we're going to take care of that a little bit later. It's just holding us up. Okay, well, that's definitely something I want, and we need that later. We definitely do. Alright, deep mob learning. So how do we use deep mob learning? We want these gas tiers, right? For a gas tier, we need the hellish matter. As you can see over here, hellish matter. Does it say anything? No, it doesn't really say anything. So we just need to get in there and show off how that works. So we're going to make a couple of things. We're going to need a simulation chamber, we're going to need a loot fabricator, a deep learner, and a data model. So all of these need weird things. Let's start with the deep learner. So we need some redstone repeaters, glass panes, we have that. Soot covered plate and soot covered redstone. So if we come inside here, there's a block of coal right here, and there's a redstone lying on top, which I'm going to take. And you're going to take this and you're going to left click on that piece of coal. Done. And we have soot covered redstone. There you go. I'm going to put that into the system. Doesn't have EMC, it's not going to get used up or reconverted or something, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so for the data model, we need all of that. We should have that, so let's make two data models. Why not? Do you stack? Yeah, you do, as long as you're not crafted into something bigger. So then we need soot covered plate. That is just obsidian and soot covered redstone. Okay, so let's make, I don't know, 2 of those. There you go. Let's make this thing. Gotten. Quest complete. Yeah, it's also a quest. Why wouldn't it be, right? So, no data model found. Please insert a data model. Your data model will collect the data when they are placed in the deep learner. In order to collect data, you must deliver the killing blow. Okay. That's a bit of a thing. So, we do want a data model that... it's too hard to explain. We're just gonna go for it. We need a wither skeleton skull here. And I think that's in here, so we should be able to do this. Yes, we do. So, we're gonna put this guy in here. There you go. Well, that's cute. The wither skeleton. Life points 10. Inflicts the wither effects. Bring milk. Yes. Model tier 40. Wither skeletons defeated 0. Defeat 6 more to reach basic. So this thing levels up when you start defeating the mob you're trying to learn about. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab my ender pouch, which is linked to the chest over here. You can see it open, where I have my stuff in, because if I die and I lose this ender pouch, at least stuff stays in this ender chest, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm like that. Alright, so, I'll have this thing. That's still out. And, where's the portal? It's on the other side, of course it is. I'm gonna go to the nether. You coming?
On my way.
Alright. As soon as we're here. Yeah! I'm gonna get out of that person. Then we're gonna head over there. Unfortunately, our beacon doesn't work over here because it's a ranged one, not a personal one. So that both of us gain the effects, but, well, we don't gain them here, so... Start killing things! And as you can see in the bottom left, we already upgraded to the basic tier. I'd say this is pretty easy deep learning. That might have been too many particle effects right there. Alright, and back we are. And as you can see in the top left, because I'm holding this thing, we have a self-aware model. It also says it in here. We've defeated 101 wither skeletons, and that gives us the highest level, which is self-awareness. So now we can take this out. And now we need to make some machines to use that. So, first thing we want is the simulation chamber. That doesn't seem to be too bad. It needs a suit-covered machine casing. Yeah, that's a thing. Well, we do have wireless. Why not make it here? That, thank you. And that should be no big deal. Yes. Another quest complete. Where are we going to put this? Well, probably upstairs where the mob farm is. That makes sense, right? So if you've ever used Woot, that mob farm simulator 2018, this is pretty much the same deal, just way more compact, which makes this really nice. So this thing, once you click on it, please enter the data model to begin simulation. Alright, well here's one. Put it in there. Cannot begin simulation. Missing polymer medium. Pristine chance 42 iterations 0 tier self-aware. Aha. So what is that? Well, whenever you start simulating this, you basically simulate the killing of one of these mobs. During that, it learns until it becomes self-aware eventually. We just took that away and we just start self-aware. If you start faulty, it might be that you don't get anything. And the pristine chance here depends highly on the tier. So self-aware is the best you can get, so we have 42%, that's the best we can do. Pristine, as you can see over here in NEI, is all these different stuff. And this is what we're really after. But also it produces this extra matter. There's extraterrestrial, hellish, and overworldian matter. Depending on what mob you have here, so that's a wither skeleton, that's more the nether type of creature, so we get hellish matter. Extraterrestrial, it's probably Enderman and such, or the dragon for example, and overworldian, well if you put a sheep in there, or a creeper, that's all overworldian stuff. So we want this hellish matter because we want to make this evil tier, right? And for the evil tier we need a ghast tier, and that needs hellish matter. So that's why we're here, we come full circle, finally. So this thing will need some power. Let's get a flux point. And power in the back, power in the front, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put it there. Select the network, here you go. And I don't think it will ever reach the transfer limit, but it says here, this thing, 880 RF particular shift, right? And it still misses the polymer medium, which is that over here, polymer clay, which should be easy to do. And also that thing has EMC, so we're gonna go and, no, not you. Produce me some of these, please. Thank you very much. Then you learn this, and just give me a stack. For now. I'm gonna put that in here. And now it starts. Launching runtime 1.4.7, iteration 1, yada yada yada. This is the important part right here, the percentage going up. And this right here. No pristine matter this time. Okay, but we did get one hellish matter, so that's cool. Now to use that stuff, we probably want to have some drawers and such. That would be cool. We also want to make the next machine, which is the loot fabricator. That takes the pristine matter and converts it into something else. Now if you're using a Woot mob farm, for example, and you have it spawn, I don't know, the Ender Dragon. You can get Dragon Breath, and you can get Dragon Axe and all that kind of stuff. With this pristine matter, you can actually, it's your saying what you want. You can convert that into any of the things that mob would technically drop. So, let's do a loot fabricator here. Another suit covered machine casing. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Give me this thing. And then that. What is that? Yellow? We should have yellow. Do we have yellow? Give me yellow. 2 of those, please. Thank you. Don't have all the colors hooked up to the system yet. I should probably do that. There you go. We're just gonna take this and put it on top here, right? Needs power. Might as well. Looks a bit weird. I like it. And there you go. We have 3 pristine wither skeleton matter and we have 6 hellish matter. So let's get that stuff. And next time we have this automated, just with conduits and filters and such. Shouldn't be a big deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this pristine matter, put it in here, and as you can see, we can have coal or wither skeleton skulls. We're just going to set it to wither skeleton skulls, and it will start doing its thing. There you go. Now we just need to export that. Lovely. That's not why we came here. We came here for this hellish matter. So we can now finally go and make ourselves. Where is it? Evil tier, gas tier. This, please. We're missing the spider thing from the spider thing. That. Some people call it an eye. Which may even be right. Don't care. There, we learned it. Now we're going to need to do it again. We have a gas tier. Lovely. So now we can make this thing. Evil tier. Made. And we're going to use that pretty much immediately. I'm going to put that away, and that away, and that away. Do I need that for now? Yeah, well, let's take it with us. Might as well learn something about the Ender Dragon. Needs a dragon egg, though. So we need to kill the Ender Dragon once to get the dragon egg. Then we MC that, we make the data model, and then we can start using that guy. And that will give us, for example, Dragon Breath, which is not EMCable. Just using this setup. Yep, that's how we're gonna roll. Right, where is the portal? There. Let's see if this works, or if I have to take out the rest of the nether portal. So you right click this guy, it did work. The tier got consumed. There we go. I'm gonna unpack my ring, definitely. And my Colossal Star I upgraded. Also have a Dislocator pedestal and a Dislocator that's already bound to the overworld and one that we are going to bind to the end. So, ready?
Yep.
Ding ding ding! Whee! To the end, my friend! Okay.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Oh, wow. More of an open sky, to be honest. Here we are. So I'm going to set our dislocator here. That should have worked. He's making noise. That guy. Gonna set this right here. Put the overworld one in there. That should be good. What are you doing? Yeah, you don't like that,
huh? Yeah, I'll let you deal with that.
Yeah.
I'll shoot the dragon.
You can open the cages if you want. Well, not that it's necessary, really. I think even the Ender Dragon will die with this this little bit of an onslaught here pretty quickly. Come back, you kid! He's being followed by all the arrows. Yeah, you're dead, buddy. You just don't know it yet. That should be enough. The ultimate weapon! Didn't even need to destroy all the freaking crystals. Yes, he's loud. Oh. Come on, heart. Do your thing. Let's do away with all these. Ender Lily, Ender Pearl. Thank you. Dragon Heart. Very Nietzsche. That's how you spell that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna punch this. Boop. It's over there now. What are you doing?
I have friends.
Oh.
He doesn't like me.
No. Alright, let's do this. The old-fashioned way. 1, 2. That one right there. Need a torch. Torch. There's the torch. There. And then we're gonna break that one. And that does this. And then somebody has picked up the dragon egg. Probably.
Oh yeah, me.
Good. And this is what it looks like when it's kinda automated. It's looking quite good. With the exception that it's not exactly doing what it should. I was gonna get a wrench here really quick, which you need for the conduits when you can't reach them. Just shift left click, and then you get the conduit. So I have an item filter in here set to blacklist saying don't take out that thing, and the clay component composite. What is it called? Polymer clay, that thing. And the data model, right. So it should take out everything else. It's not taking out the pristine matter, so I'm just gonna take some here and see why not. Over here, we have this on insert, and we say whitelist that stuff. That shouldn't even be necessary, really. What happens when I take that out? Because it can't go anywhere else. For right now, it can't go in here because it doesn't know what to do with it. So you prime it, you put it in there, and then you say, I want dragon hearts. And then it starts making dragon hearts. And as you see, the number is not going up, so it's not taking out of here. Weird. Sure. The hearts are taking out. I'm going to put over here, as you can see. We already have 1200 dragon breath. Quite nice. Yes. And the extraterrestrial matter that comes from this guy goes in that slot. So that's working. All we need is this polymer clay, which doesn't really cost anything. And, you know, a little bit of power. Not much. What should we need? 2560 RF per tick. Yeah, peanuts. Peanuts! How much does this need? 256 RF per tick. Yeah, okay, sure. Why not? I'm gonna take some more out. I'm gonna put some more in here. And do this. We don't need Draconium Dust because that has EMC, the Dragon Egg has EMC, so this is really the only thing we need. If we ever get this work, probably want another loot fabricator here so that one pristine matter goes into this one and then the other goes in there and we get dragon hearts and dragon breath or whatever else you want to put in here. I mean, could put the wither in there. Yeah. Right. So that's one of the mob farms. Quite nice, but one thing that it doesn't give you is player kill drops such as loot crates. Especially if you consider that the end dragon is kind of a boss creature. I mean, there are these lovely little crates. Where are they? Right here. Game over crates. Yeah, you press R and this happens. Okay. They give you stuff like the final star or creative upgrades. And we definitely do want like one or two of these. Because that will make progressing through this all the way more easy than it is right now. Also all of that stuff. I wouldn't mind getting the draconic armor without having to do anything for it. Sure. Or some chaotic cores. Why not? Okay, so these you get from bosses, as you can see. So we need a way to spawn the boss. The end dragon, the wither skeleton. No, the wither, not the skeleton. That's not a boss. So as you can see on the right hand side here, I've opened up the Woot mod. And there's a Woot mob farm, which is kind of the same as this. Just way bigger. And you get all the extra drops from it, as far as I recall. So we're going to try that and see what happens. Yeah. So what do we need to get this started? We need a Stygian iron anvil, which comes from this Stygian iron ingot. We got the ore from the ore miner, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Iron block, which is just, you know, more of these. Okay, let's see if we can make that. I think I have that set up in here already. Let's see. Well, so much for that. Nope. I thought so. Wow, okay. Just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way then. Maketh a blocketh. There you go. Thank you. And now we should be able to do this. There you go. This needs to be placed on this guy right here. A Magma Block, which comes from Magma Cream, which is just that. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out of my way. Give me that. Oh, thank you. We should be able to place that wherever. Since we're going to set it up somewhere outside. Where exactly? Oh, look at all the things. There's more sheep. The ones without the wool. I think we're going to put that right here, right on top here. That would be good. Yeah, that sounds good to me. So take this guy, and this guy, and I need this guy. Boop. That, and that. Done. So then we need one of these, a hammer. Should be able to do that. Yeah, right. How about you? You need one of those. Okay, so that issue is fixed. I have it all set up now. I made the hammer, yet another hammer, and the intern. Now the intern, when you shift right click, as you can see in the bottom left there, it changes tiers. We want a tier 4 Woot mob farm. When you then hover over it like this, it shows you what you need. Now there's green blocks and there's red blocks in here, and as the red font on top says, IO blocks and controller must be placed manually. So the red blocks you must place, the green blocks the thing will place for you. Pretty much the same as we did for all the resource miners and such. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Made a factory layout, so if we go quickly back in here, that is pretty easy to make. And then, yeah, this one, pretty easy to make. Needs one of those and that. Yeah, okay. And the hammer. Yeah, okay, you saw that. Right? Okay, done. So I'm going to put the layout in here. And that is what the tier 1 Woot farm would look like. And I think you can just right click that. And then it upgrades to tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a thing. And it's going to sit there. And it's going to look ugly. And I'm going to like it. And you're going to like it. And yeah, well, Scott will make you like it. Look at him. All bubbly up there.
Yeah, I got the flux flu.
Yeah. That's something you don't hear every day. I should tell that to my boss tomorrow when I don't want to come to work.
There you go.
Yeah. Alright, so this...
Feeling all bubbly, boss. I'm sorry, I can't come in.
Exactly. This thing is flashing weird, depending on where I am. Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, so we need all these different blocks. Now, let's have a look. What do we actually need? Let's hover over the intern. We need 10 factory flesh casing, 14 factory bone casing, all those. Okay. So let's start with the factory flesh casing right here. It needs rotten flesh, surprise, and factory base. Factory base needs a soul stone and Stygian iron plate. What is that? For Stygian iron plate, you need the hammer and some Stygian iron ingot. Let's get that out of the way real quick. Is that enough? Yeah, that should be enough. Let's put that in here. You in here. You in here. You in here. Does all of that. That is probably enough. 64? Yeah, well, why not? We'll see. Alright, so, what's next? Now that we have those. Nope, that's the one I wanted to click on. And we need soulstone. That's cobblestone and soul dust is just soul sand hammered. Well, I'll be hammered. Soul sand is not in here. Good, but it should be in here. Yes, it is. I should be able to do that in our little crafting grid right here. Yes. Don't need to do all of this. I mean, this has EMC, right? Yes. So I'm gonna get some cobble. Le goblet. That's too much. Too much is good. And then, is this shapeless? No, it's not. Okay, so we need this grid then. That, please. Is that it? Come on. Do all of it. Thank you very much. Don't need that anymore, don't need that. That can go away. Do you have EMC? Sure you do. Why do we even do all this stuff? There you go. In here. Done. Basics, done. So now we need a bunch of these things, which have EMC. Oh, what a surprise, right? In that case, let's just make one of them, which is 4 of them. Let's burn them. Get a bunch. Burn the rest. Don't know if I need these anymore, but you know. Never know. Cool. So, now, where were we? We wanted to do this. Does this have EMC? Sure it does. So, why would we not want to go in here and say... Where is it? There. We want all these. And then we wanted the factory bone casing, which is this. Alright. Also EMC. Perfect. We probably need the others, so might as well, right? Factory blaze. This one. Ender. Sure, why not? Alright. So you can see where this is heading, right? This is relatively easy until you get to the higher tiers. There's another star shard. Alright. Another star shard needs the anvil. So we need to make the shard die. Shard die is stitch and iron plate and nether quartz. Now let me show you how that works real quick. Let's get some quartz. Level 1 is enough. And we're going to go down here. The shard die. So anything that's in this slot down here goes onto the anvil. And this is just stuff that you throw into the world next to the anvil and then you hit it with a hammer. If you don't believe me, I can't have you with that. Right click that on there. Then you cue one of those out. And you do click. You just need to be fast enough, it seems. There you go. And we have one shard die. Nice. Doesn't have EMC, doesn't need to. Did we actually learn those plates? Just making sure here. Yes, we did. See, we did. Totally did. No problem. Then we can put that on there. We can grab a nether star, which I don't have in my pocket. Why would I? Scott probably does.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Ah, come on. There you go. Makes a bunch of these. These do not have EMC, so you might be careful with that. That would give me... Which one? This one. This one also doesn't have EMC, so that is a bit of a thing you might want to make, or you might have to make more than one of these. Alright, so this, this goes through the whole thing. I think I'm just going to make all of the things we need here, and then we meet right back. Let's have a quick look at the important blocks here. There's a factory heart, factory controller, factory importer, factory exporter. Yes. So one of the things we will need is this, the factory importer, which that's just any chest. Alright, so that's pretty easy to do. This imports items that the farm needs to run. Then there's the exporter that exports the loot. And there is the power cell. So we can have the basic power cell here, pretty easy to do. Power core, that's just, a block of coal, right? That can be upgraded with the same power core and 4 of the basic power cells into the bigger one. You need an enchanted book, power 2. And you need 2 of these, I believe. Yes, 1, 2, or 3 of these actually, to make the biggest power cell, which is the one we want. And that needs 2 more enchanted books here. For those, I would recommend using the Ender IO Enchanter, which I have set up over here. That's a pretty nifty thing. Basically, you just put a book and quit in here, which is just that. Really easy. And then the different materials you need for whatever kind of enchantment you want. So if you want fire protection 1, it's just a little bit of blaze and some lapis. And if you want fire protection 4, it's just all the more blaze and all the more levels. And that gives you the enchanted book the way you need it. So there's no guessing around and waiting for the right thing to come by. Alright, see you in a moment. So then, I have crafted up pretty much everything we need in the required amount or more. It's gonna be a bit of a thing though finishing this. So let's see, the thing that we are missing is this, the factory controller. Now for a factory controller, you need a controller core, a factory base, I have that, and a fully programmed ender shard. So let's have a look at the book that actually comes here with the thing. The importer power cells for capturing mobs. There you go. Mobs are captured via the ender shard, and you need a full ender shard to generate a mob controller for that mob. To initialize the ender shard with a mob, you need to quietly approach your chosen mob. I'd like to scream while I do it, but okay, in your personal preference, and hit it with the ender shard. The tooltip for that shard will then tell you the mob you have captured. Now you have to fill the shard up by killing that type of mob while the ender shard is in your toolbar. Right there. The tooltip will tell you how many you need to kill, and the shard will glow when you have enough. So yes, that glow is something that you will see. It will look like this instead of that. So as soon as this glows, we should be good to go. So what we need to do is we need to spawn in a wither. That's our preferred boss mob. We could use the end dragon, but yeah, this works. And then hit it once with the shard. then kill it, and hope that's enough so we don't have to do it again. At least we do have some wither skeleton skulls now. Yes, 54. Otherwise we just leave that running for a couple more minutes. Okay, so this base is obviously completely claimed and protected. In claimed chunks, nothing can explode, at least no blocks. That doesn't necessarily go for Scott though, but we will see what happens. So I need to hit that as soon as it's finished exploding. I need to somehow hit that. Let's see where he flies. Make boom. Thank you. Oh, let me hit you. Did I hit it?
Did you hit him?
I don't know. Well, it looks like it. Where'd he go? Yeah, it is, and I need one kill. Ding, 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 ding.
A few moments later.
Alright, nothing ever happened, you can't prove anything. But at least the shard is now fully loaded. You could briefly see that it needed one kill, so yep, we've done that. Now, we need to drop that and that. I hope we don't pick it up. And then right click that, and there you go. That should be a factory controller for Wither tier 4 farm. Yes. Very nice. So now we should be able... We need to place the heart, I believe. So let's get a temporary block. I don't know. Tunnelless fuel, why not? Put you right here. And then we put the heart on top of that. There you go. And this one we can now click with the intern. The intern is still set to tier 4. Yes, and that is what it should build. Looking a bit weird. As you can see, it starts laying down the blocks. There's no information about how far down the road you are. Thank you, game, for doing that. So you basically just have to check your inventory and see when all the blocks are gone. That's how it is. I think you can... Can we right click this to upgrade the tier? No, we cannot. What we do want to do though is get that block out of there again. That's the wrong one. That one. Thank you. There we go. That's better. Fit that back in and do all the things. This takes a moment or two. Stuff is teleporting around. I did switch off the end portal again, since we now have the dislocator, so nothing should teleport over here just by accident. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Still doing it. You can see it on the very top of your screen there. Where are we? Factory flash, we should have some surplus of those. All the caps are done, those toppers here. I think we're done. Looks like it. This is not fully done until you've placed all the rest of the stuff yourself. So we need that, obviously, and then we need to come down here. And below where this center block is, we need to put these blocks right here. I think you start with the importer. You have, in vertical, you have 16 blocks space up down to place these. I'm just going to put them straight where they are here. I think it's this one, then it's that one, and then it's that one. Is it? Alright, got it. Was the wrong way around, as I said. So, as you can see, there's still space between the blocks here. As soon as you place down that, they become full-fledged blocks and everything is done. Perfect. Let's have a look in here. So it needs soul sand and wither skeleton skulls to run. Yeah, obviously, because that's the kind of mob farm we made. We also need some other things. It needs power. So let's grab a point. Let's also grab a personal thing of these. And probably a crate of swords. Yes. That X is the importer, so we are going to put you here, and you are going to be soul sand. And we're going to put another one over here. That's going to be... Let's probably going to be an ender chest transporting the skeleton skulls over here, and that's going to be for importing, and then for exporting we just put this down here. So all the loot will go into that one, and yeah, we're going to hook that up later and, you know, make it look nice and shiny. What we need for now is just place that and tell it here, do this. Make sure that is unticked. And it drains some power. It's not doing anything yet because it doesn't have the ingredients, but it's draining power. It's trying to spawn. It's not going to happen. You can put a lever on here and switch it off. If that's still a thing. Oop, just stop. So it's not using anything. So it's using 984,000 RF at 820 RF per tick. That gives us 1200 ticks for one cycle. And as you can see here, there are all these upgrades that you can put on there. You need a tier 1. On top you can put a tier 2. On top you can put a tier 3. So that's the iron base, gold base, and diamond base. And these can go on these blue nubs here. So we're probably going to want to have some for mass upgrade that spawns more of them at the same time. Decapitate gives us more heads, yeah, sure. Raid upgrade spawns them faster. What else is in here? Evercraft, don't need that. Efficiency, yeah, that uses less power then. Yeah, we're gonna make some of those. So we're gonna take this as a... Let's end this here. And then we're gonna fully automate this. At least you've seen how this comes to life. Which can't be said about, you know, the stone block series we just finished, because that day was a mess when it came to recording and streaming. Nothing worked. But this time you've seen it. It's lovely. Took a while to make because there's a lot of crafting little tidbits like these casings. But it's here, it has power, it's ready to rock and roll. Base totally didn't blow up. See, it's all nice and shiny. So the last thing we're going to do, as promised, we're going to make the final star. Let's see, where is it? Right here. Can we do that? Probably not. So we need a bunch of these. Well, not 64 of them, thank you. It's nice that we have that many. And we need a dragon egg. Sure. Here we go. No problem with that. Haha. The final star. Now this thing, compared to the Klein stars... Nope, wrong thing. Wrong thing. That one. Does not need to be loaded up with EMC. Normally a Klein star you can put in here. And you gain... Well, your EMC is transferred into it. Right? This one is pretty much unlimited EMC. Just right there. So we can take this one right here. The Colossal. Put that away. Now we're just going to be using the final star. So you... back in the system. And I think, yeah, obviously you do have EMC, quite a bit actually, so we are going to learn you real quick. Seems I've learned it already. Lovely! Done! Another good day at work. So, thanks everybody for watching. See you next time.
Bye-bye.